Hey there, and welcome to another Plaky tutorial. My name is Julian Griffin, and today we'll be going over how to import data into Plaky. You can convert your CVS formats and import them into boards in 4 simple steps: preparing your data for export, importing your data into a new or existing board, generating the table, and lastly, mapping out your board data. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it. Step 1. Prepare your data for export. Now before you start transferring your data, you'll need to get the data prepped and ready into a CVS document. You can get this data from any project management software such as Monday.com, Trello, Asana, ClickUp, and more. So for example, if you want to export your data from your Trello account, go to the main menu and go down to the Print, Export, or Share option and select Export to CSV. And you're all set and ready to move on to the next step and import your data. Step 2. Import data into a new or existing board. Now that you have your CSV file ready, you'll choose if you want to import the file to a new board or an existing board. For starting a new board, you'll need to go to the Space menu located on the top left corner and click on the Add button. From the drop-down menu, select New Board and select Create from File. Select the file you want to import, click Open, and you're all set. For adding data to an already existing board, you'll want to do the following. Go to the Board menu on the top right corner and choose Import from CSV. Select your file, and the data will be added. Now that your data is added, you're ready to move on to the next step. Step 3. Generate the table. After uploading your file, a window will pop up on the right of your screen displaying the data inside your CSV file. Now is a good time to check and make sure all the data is correct. Now, Plaky usually uses a comma as the default delimiter, but don't worry. You can switch it to a tab, pipe, space delimiter, or semicolon depending on how your CSV file is set up. Here's the steps that you need to take. First, pick your delimiter from the drop-down menu. Second, toggle the first row button on if your file has headers. And lastly, choose which column names the items, and you're done. And now you can move on to the next step. Step 4. Map your board data. Now, it's time to decide where your items will land and connect the columns from your file to fields in your Plaky board. Select the desired destination group. Choose an existing group from the drop-down menu, or create a new group by typing in the name. Define item names. Specify which field from the CSV file names your items. Define fields. For every CSV column, choose the corresponding board field type from the drop-down menu. You can either select an existing field, create a new one, or choose not to map the column at all. Once you're sure you've defined the basic info about your CSV file, you can move on to the next step. But here are some important things to remember. If the column names match existing fields, they'll be automatically mapped. Any unmapped columns won't carry over, so make sure you've got everything sorted. After you've finished up generating your table and mapping your data, you can move on to finalizing the import. Review the mapped columns and make sure all necessary configurations are in place. If everything looks good, click Finish Import to complete the data import. Tip: if you're done with your import and you're ready to move stuff around, take advantage of our bulk edit feature and save some time. If you run into any issues or have any questions, you can always contact our support team, which is available 24/7. And that's all for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it or found it useful and you want to see more, you can check out our other tutorials on our website at www.plaky.com or visit our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.